Hi, I want to explain to you the basic features of the Touchbase device. Here we have the Touchbase device and there's some quite important components I need to point out to you. First of all, there's a screen which tells you, for example, who is calling you, who you are calling, and can also be used to display text messages. Here, not very easily visible, is a speaker where you speak into it when you want to use it in phone mode. You've got the green button there for taking a call, the red button for ending a call, and you've also got white toggle buttons which move up and down, mainly for text processing. Critical feature obviously is the buttons. There are 12 buttons. They can all be pre-configured. There is a high degree of flexibility in the configuration. But for example, for MySpace, we're using the following convention of configuration. So the first 3 buttons are for friends and family. So if I hit one of those buttons, it will go and call someone who I've decided I want to be on my button list. So for example, my mother or my father or my friend. Buttons 4 and 5 are what we call the extended support network. This can be anybody who is part of that tenant support network. It could be the probation officer, it could be a social worker, it could be a health worker, anybody who's part of that extended support network, even a charity to which they belong, for example, Alcoholics Anonymous. Button 6 will take them through to our support centre, enabling me, where there is always someone on call, there's always someone ready to listen to the call. Button 7 is for maintenance. Any maintenance issues that people have got, they can raise them on button 7. And button 8 is through to the main housing association number. Button 9 is a very important one, which rings the housing officer. So by pressing that, they will get the housing officer and the housing officer's company issued mobile number. The star button is very important. That's the I'm fine button. It enables the tenant to inform everybody, that is their housing officer and the back office, that everything is okay and there's no need to worry, all's fine. Another important button is the tenant's doctor. We do encourage tenants to enlist with their local doctors as soon as possible. That will be the number of the doctor's surgery. And finally, the emergency button takes you through to second level police support. We do ask tenants not to use it too frequently unless absolutely an emergency, because the police will call back if that button is pressed. The other feature I want to point out is this light here, which will flash if there is either an inbound text that has not been read or there is a missed call on the device. So, how do I remember all that? Well, one simple way is by this card here that we put above the device. It looks exactly like the device, and simply by writing in the name of the person who is on the button, it helps the tenant remember, particularly in the early days. What we have found is, though, with experience, they end up pressing the button very, very quickly, and it's not a problem because they almost memorize what's on each button. In one sense, Touchbase is very simple, but because it communicates with the friends and family and the extended network, it offers a real, genuine support network for the tenant. Also, because it connects with the back office and the housing officer app, everybody who is involved in the support of that person can be aware of what is going on and the health and the well-being of that person. Thank you very much.